So we're gonna have a chat. I'm trying to stay positive, and I usually watch ASMR to calm myself down. And I used to post a while ago, but I have since removed all my videos because having a public social media-ish account kind of stresses me out. I don't really know why, but I don't have any social media. But I thought, why not get back on it, because creating ASMR kind of helps me de-stress in a sense. I don't know where the microphone is. I think it's here. Maybe it's here. I don't know. But yeah, today and this entire week, I've been job hunting because I just moved. And let me tell you, it is exhausting. I'm walking around in the summer heat, trying to find a place to work. I'm printing out 30, 40 copies of my resume, walking in a door. There's AC, thank God. I hand it to someone. They say, just email the manager. I email the manager. I always do. Spoiler. Do they email back? 90% of the time, no. And this morning, and I hope this isn't like a stressful topic, I'm trying to talk about it in a calming of a way as I can. But it looks like I'm naked. I'm not. I have a shirt on. Today, I had an interview at 10:30 in the morning. I checked the hours the night before for this job interview. They open at 11:30 a.m. and close at 10 p.m. So I thought, weird. Why would it be at 10:30? So I assumed, for whatever reason, someone can psychoanalyze me on this, that they were trying to get rid of me. And so, instead of getting ready, I got ready for the day, but not for this particular interview. I got ready, and then I got my toes done, and then I got my nails done. And by the time I had done that, since the nail salon opened at 8, I was late. So I show up 15 minutes late. I don't even know what ticked in my brain where I was like, why did I decide to not go to this? But I showed up. We'll call her Teresa. Teresa is not taking me seriously from the jump. Totally understandable. I'm 15 minutes late. It's 10:45. I kept Teresa waiting. Teresa is frustrated. Rightfully so. However, she seems to be taking this frustration. I have a Gatorade bottle from today. It's hot. She's taking her frustration out on me, which the frustration does concern me. It does regard me. So, it all makes sense. But this is the first thing I've done today. The first person I've interacted with, other than the nail lady. She didn't speak much English, so we didn't really, shoot So, I'm shooken up. I'm shooken up by this interaction. And then she basically tells me to get out. I do. I leave. And maybe I can't whisper. Maybe I want to do soft spoken. I leave. And she ruined my morning. It's 97 degrees. I'm in all black attire. Business casual. I need to be in the air conditioning. Now I would have stayed if I could, but they weren't open. So yeah, that's an issue. So I enter this cafe down the street, and they tell me, hey, you have to get a drink to sit in here. It's a public cafe. I purchased a $9 coffee. I'm plucking straws. Out of my cup. Or more so, the world is plucking straws out of my cup. I am losing it. But I have my journal in bag with pen and a highlighter to highlight all the cuss words I had written down. I complete my angry journal entry, drink my $9 caramel macchiato that I didn't want. I'm sitting there as long as I can because it's too hot, frankly, to go back outside. So I'm soaking up the time. This elder man, no hate to elderly, no hate to men, comes up to me, sits next to me. He sits right next to me. There's a long table with so many seats. He chooses to sit right next to me. And I'm not feeling very social at this hour of the day because I am wallowing in my anger. Now, when I get angry, it's like society needs to leave me alone just for like 30 minutes. And then I'm fine. Like, no one bother me. That's exactly what this man does. Not that he was trying to bother me, but he comes up to me asking me tons of questions. What's that drink? Blah, 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 this and that. And then, sometimes as old people do, they just go on like, oh, my son does this. I don't know if he was trying to set me up. Not interested. Or what was happening. But he wouldn't stop talking about his son. And I have my own problems at this current moment in space and time. And coordinate where I am on the earth. So I'm not having it. I tell him, sir, I'm very sorry. I'm late for a meeting. It's a lie, complete lie. It's a complete and utter lie. So I get up, I leave, and then I realize I've just walked out into the 97-degree weather, and I have nowhere to sit now because I would have to go buy another coffee to sit in a cafe because apparently that's how the world works now. It doesn't compute to me. Yeah, so now I'm outside. I'm walking around. I'm like, while I'm at it, I might as well go get a job. Since the first interview went so horrifically, and now I've had coffee. And when I have ADHD, when I have coffee, that just doesn't go well for me. It goes well for about an hour. So I have a window. An hour-long window where I'm like, and then after that, the entire rest of the day, I'm like, I want to die. Like, I shouldn't say that. That's not okay. But I'm just exhausted, utterly exhausted. It like goes in and out, physically and mentally. So, if you know what I mean, the almond milk did not help. This is the internet. I need to calm down. Okay, so I'm outside. I'm job hunting. Sorry, I'm not the best at storytelling. I think I went into a sushi restaurant because I'm just trying to get a hostessing job. I went into a sushi restaurant and I reached in my bag to pull out my resume, only to realize I gave the last one to the woman who was completely disrespecting me in this interview, rightfully so, disrespecting me in this interview, the place where I'm not getting the job. So I walk in, I reach my bag, I'm like, oh, I wanted to come in, introduce myself, this and that, and I reach in my bag. Nothing's there. He's looking at me. He's like this, like very flamboyant gay man. He's looking at me like, okay, why are you here without a resume? I was like, do you have a business card for the manager? Anyone I can talk to? He was like, no. So I turn around, I leave. I'm fed up. So it's time for me to go home. It is now, I want to say, 12. I had a photo shoot for a modeling gig at 2 p.m. and I was in the part of town where this photo shoot was going to occur. Now, I was going to get a nice lunch, head over to the photo shoot. So, I check my email. The photographer got summoned to court. This was my only source of income for the week. Awesome. So, I take the metro home. I don't believe I went home. I didn't. This summer, I spent a month of my life and lots of money to get my yoga teacher certification. I can't even speak about this. It makes me angry. So, I walk to a very well-known yoga chain. And I go in and I say, hi. I applied like back in May, like a few months back, beginning of the summer. I go in and I say, hi. At this point, I'm on my last 20 minutes of my window and I'm about to need a nap in a diaper and a bottle. So I say, hello, my name is Lily. I need a job. And they say, oh, as a yoga teacher? I say, yes, it's a yoga studio. They say, oh, we filled those positions because, sorry, that wasn't how it went. I tell her where I got my certification, which was at a very well-respected yoga teacher training. Doesn't matter. She tells me, oh, like this, with a smile on her face like this. Oh, yeah, if you didn't do the training with our company, we actually aren't hiring in the entire state. Not a single location is hiring. But you can apply to be a studio experience member. I'm like, what is that? It's cleaning toilets. It's cleaning toilets and cleaning showers. I put back the business card I had picked up before this conversation I turn around and I just left. I just left. I was like, it is time for me to go home. Now, was that my friendliest move? No. Was it the best choice that I could have made for my professional life? No. But this entire day was filled with misfortune. And it reaches a point. It reaches a point where you can't just keep swimming. The train can't keep chugging. I don't know what I'm saying. You get it. I've had it. I go home. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. I made myself some nice oatmeal this morning. It was very nice. First home-cooked meal in my new apartment. As you can tell, the walls are blank. I'm so stressed. So, I come home to a fridge filled with turkey, bread, avocado, cheese. All a girl needs to make a sandwich. But I just can't do it. I have to lay down. I have been mentally and physically exhausted, walking around town, telling people, hire me, hire me. It's like a humiliation ritual. It really is. It feels like you are putting yourself up on stage and trying to juggle, but you have two fingers, and it's your pinky and your thumb, and you have to grab the whatever. I don't know, but it's embarrassing, and it's dehumanizing to put all my accomplishments on a piece of paper and say, please. I can't anymore. So, but I have to wake up again and do it all again tomorrow. Sorry, this might not be the most relaxing video. No, I'm not sorry. I'm home. I'm borderline napping. I think I did nap for a solid 20. I can't remember what I did after that, but let me think about it. I don't know, but everything got okay eventually, because you know what I realized? I said, I don't know if I can do that. Whoa. Them. And I said, I'm going to make my own yoga company. So I have worked in childcare with kids for 6 years. So I thought, why not combine yoga and children? It's easy. You can make it into a story. You can be like, oh, a butterfly, and then do butterfly pose, was walking through the forest. Or butterflies don't walk. Doesn't matter. That type of vibe. And so I go to my nearby community center and I talk to the kindest man. And he tells me, oh, we'll reach out. Now, having heard that 30 times today, it's like a PTSD response. I'm like, when they say, I'll email you. No, you won't. Liar. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to harass them. If they, okay, I can't say threats. It's not a threat. I won't harass him. Verbally, of course. About starting my own little yoga thing. So I make myself a flyer. And the website I'm using that shall not be named to create this flyer, I think most of you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Every time I move something, it's like I'll move this right here, and then this go like up in the corner. I'm like, what is going on? I spent 2 hours making myself a flyer. Now, granted, it looks amazing, so I'm very happy with it, honestly. great end to my day. I just thought I would walk you guys through my troubles, and this was honestly therapeutic for me. So who knows, maybe I will get back on here and do some more story time, hopefully more positive story times about my days. Yeah, this has been fun. Thanks for listening to me complain and rant. I hope that in some capacity this was relaxing. Bye now.